Arrest Netanyahu for war crimes. Everybody knows it's the right thing to do, even if you disagree. In your heart, you know it's true. And your mind has just been tricked. But that's something we can fix. So, when I say arrest Netanyahu for war crimes, you might have some excuse for his genocide, like Hamas. So, arrest Hamas for war crimes. Why doesn't it just reverse? Why can't the same thing be good for one as the other? Or if you have to skip the trial, why wouldn't they do that for Netanyahu too, after all the terrible things he's done? Now, let's go over the reasons why you might not accept this or what you might be tricked by. The worst, if you're the worst of Trump supporters, the Trump supporters who know they're Nazis or know they're Klansmen, then they want a genocide of the Palestinian people and they want a backlash genocide of the people of Israel because that's what they want. They just want somebody else to do their dirty work for them and keep their hands clean, even though you can hear them crying out for that all the time. They're in the worst position, but hopefully you're not one of them. If you're insulted by being associated with or called a Trump-hooteneer or a Trumper terrorist, then good. That's at least some credit in your favor. Your mind can be more easily fixed. But the other reasons why people think that Netanyahu's genocide is okay or make some excuses or justification for it is because Hamas did bad things. But now Netanyahu has done much, much worse things. So again, by that logic, should people be able to do whatever to him and also all the innocent people around him or associated with him or whatever just because of the bad things that he did? That logic doesn't hold true. So is it just some sort of racism that it suggests, hey, it's fine to do things to one group of people, but you would never do that to another group of people? Is it that type of Trumpism? Is it uh, failing to see that just because the people you're sympathetic with having bad things happen to them doesn't make it just to do bad things to other people? And that if you have sympathy for those people, you couldn't possibly see things going both ways and say, oh, I just happen to be on this side and think it would be okay for these people to do what those people are doing to them? Or is it some sort of class hierarchy where they train us and expect us to think that nothing bad will ever happen to people at the top who are responsible for all the misery of the world, but people who are miserable, who end up making bad mistakes or doing bad things, or and other people who are completely innocent are going to get swept up in a justice system that's only focused on people at the bottom. So we completely switch that justice system around and insist that no poor people at the bottom go to jail until the people at the top. For instance, Sam Bankman-Fried went to jail for 25 years, really quickly, for stealing from a bunch of rich people. But Trump has been stealing from a bunch of poor people for years, and it's taken forever to get him into jail. We need to switch those priorities. We can help a lot of people by taking the tyrants down and letting everybody live good lives and without them. Still helping so many